though. I didn't say come and talk to me.
Yeah.
I really wanted to pick your brain with the next project that we're doing with the work experience team. So I feel like I haven't been speaking much about it in a way of, because I'm like, let me not crowd the brain. Like if I'm asking questions about the platform, let me not squish everything together. So now that the platform is live, I really want to focus on, the project that we're doing. And essentially it's a project management summit. It will be a 4-day summit.
Okay.
Talking about project management. We're going to have different speakers, then we're going to have breakout rooms. We're doing it. We're partnered up with Abdul, who actually has a Skills for You community as well, community academy, and LinkedIn with Boys as well. So he's really cool. I met him in my project management journey, like right at the start of my career. We've done quite a few things together. So I'm really excited for this adventure. So I guess even one of the big questions is, right, obviously Project Takeover is doing this, Skills for You is doing this, and this is a thing. So I feel like that's where I wanted to pick your brains, where you feel like from the marketing perspective, how to approach it, right? Because I'm sure we will probably have to approach it a little bit differently than, let's say, like a Project Takeover meet,
Well, first and foremost, which you'll probably laugh at. So what are your overall goals for this summit?
So one is to really, this should be a summit that happens every year now. Like this is it. Like this is not like a one-time thing. This is like a long-term thing. So part of launching the summit is like, hi, hello, like we're here. We're here to introduce it. We're here to change it a little bit as well. And essentially, we even found out when they were putting the business cases together, essentially, there's going to be like a 300 million gap of project managers by 2030. And there's like no way that we have that big of a gap when there's people saying online every day how bad the market is, how no one's getting hired, and how they need a job. So I believe the biggest problem is actually not the fact that there's no project managers, it's the fact that they don't have skills. But actually, I also don't believe that they don't have skills. I just believe they don't know how to portray their skills, so they don't have the confidence to portray their skills. So part of this summit is actually not just project management knowledge, it's that whole confidence boost. So that's another big goal of this summit, is actually to boost your confidence, to showcase how you already got so much skills, definitely still introduce project management aspects, but I feel like that's all everyone focuses on, right? Project management theory. So another thing, we really wanted to do the breakout rooms, because that's another one, right? No one really does that. No one really allows you to go and take in what we do, because essentially what happens is people come attend an event and that's it. We get the knowledge and then it just goes. So those breakout rooms are supposed to make you reflect of that session that you just had, and kind of how can you incorporate it moving forward as well.
Okay. All right. And then to follow up that, what's your acquisition funnel at the moment for your guests?
I would say, right, we haven't really let's see, what's it called? Project Management Global Summit. The main one has really just been like, let's say, spreading it to our communities currently. I will say God bless Abdul, because he has been posting a lot about it. But essentially, yeah, I don't feel like we currently really have a funnel apart from posting it on like on LinkedIn and in our current communities. So I guess that's probably even one thing, right? Start doing like events to advertise as it is happening.
And when is the date again? Sorry? The date for the summit, May 26th to 29th. So
that's pretty soon, isn't it? If you think about it.
29th, that just gives you around. No, I don't need that.
But yeah, so that's why, another reason why I know people was like, why are you kicking off the work experience when you're launching the platform and you got the other work experience going on, you're doing the course? But we're only now complete the business cases. Then we're gonna go into like the requirements gathering and then like the planning, right? So
Right.
imagine if I only started it this Saturday,
Yeah.
how like you get what I mean. So that's when people say, no, what do you mean you don't have a choice? I was like, generally, if I want to do the work experience in a way that allows us to proper do it, it's like it should have started already. So I'm glad I started it. Obviously, it was too much going on at the same time, but you see now with the time scales, why I was like, no, it has to get started.
But at the end of the day as well, it's one of those things where the prior events or situations, when they drop off, you do have more free time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm so excited, because now this is my next full on. Obviously, I'm still going to think about the community and Patreon, but my main attention is on this now.
Mhm.
And, whereas before this obviously wasn't really, but to be fair, the work experience made me think a lot. So when they were submitting cases, the questions they asked us, even when we went back to Abdul, it was like, it's questions that made us think, to be fair, that we probably wouldn't have thought about. Um, so it was like good, and I feel like it helped us build like a clearer vision what we want the event to stand for. So
Mhm.
even though we haven't really focused on it at the same time, we have actually really dwelled into what we want the event to stand and how we want it to happen. And Abdul has been working with the software developers and stuff. Like the website's like almost done in the background as well. We've got the waitlist ready. The waitlist form is ready.
Wait,
So we got pretty good
okay.
progress.
My question at the moment then, in regards to this summit now, what's the onboarding looking like?
So right now we basically got a wait list, and we're gonna release the tickets on the website.
Okay.
So we're gonna have like 3 tiers.
Okay. And the free tiers are
I believe it was like more like, I don't remember the actual names, which is obviously probably even bad. But it was essentially, let's say, like an entry level person, a more senior person, and we was gonna have like VIP and have digital goodies.
okay. So tier 1 to 3, and then upscale by ability. Is that what you would say?
Upscale by ability.
It increase like the different tiers depending on what your abilities are. And price wise, what are we looking at?
I think we was thinking like starting like the lowest one, like around £20, 15, 20, and then go up.
20, 20, 20 and then ascending. Okay, cool. So I think the main thing I would suggest is, number one, just break it down into your marketing funnel into the milestones. A majority of your onboarding, or a majority of people that will probably onboard to your summit, will be anywhere between a mixture between 6 to at least 6 to 2 weeks before the event, which is where you'll probably solidify a majority of your ticket sales. That's just average in terms of events anyway. So prior to that, right now, your first milestone is just awareness. Awareness, and just a info dump essentially onto both your communities and external. Now, community focus, I would recommend just something standardized, whether it be a weekly reminder, and such. At start, you could do weekly, and then closer to the time, you're gonna probably increase that to maybe twice to 3 times a week. Just because you need to keep it fresh in people's minds. A lot of people might feel like it's spamming, but at the end of the day, we're very forgetful with all the stuff that we come across and such. So I would say, yes, for at least for the next 4 weeks, just ensure that you showcase within your communities alone, showcase the summit at least once a week. Maybe even involve it into your weekly meetings as well, just to ensure that you keep people up to date, just ensuring that it comes. Following from there, that will scale up to twice per week for the following 4 weeks, and then the last month we'll do that down to 3 times per week. And this is all just in association to your community. So across the Patreon, this is just reminders that you'll do it. Just keeping people on tabs. Also, what we want to take in consideration is that during these times as well, you'll most likely be onboarding a lot more people for such. So just making sure that there's enough content around the summit and what is going on is vital for both onboarding onto there, and then also making sure that you've got funds to direct people straight to the community as well. Outside, we follow a similar pattern. The other side of it is that most likely it will land strictly from your TikTok and your TikTok and your LinkedIn. I would recommend as well, because alongside the free course, you got content that's going to be uploaded to YouTube. Am I
right? Like the videos from it.
Yeah,
it's already up there.
Okay. Well, you was thinking of doing breakdown content as well.
Like utilize that long term into shorties, isn't it?
I would recommend adding in utilizing YouTube Shorts, talking about the summit in addition to tagging the related videos to your free course content.
Yeah.
That you had there. So just having that integrated into both. What else would line up straight away from the top of that? I think your lives as well. Now it's more about if you are doing TikTok lives, just like how you did with the 3-week course. You had over 500 people on board to that. Sorry, you just zoomed in. Like,
yeah, I know.
What's going on? Yeah, so you want to make sure that that process in terms of people finding all the information is nice and simple. One thing I might recommend is doing a free content post to the Patreon to show people to it, and then doing from the Patreon post down to the website. Website might throw people off, first and foremost, because they might just see ticket prices, or they might see a blur of loads of information, and they might also assume that this is a one-time thing. Whereby, if you take them from the Patreon, number one, if they join as a member on your Patreon, you guys have to they have access to all the other information you have, and directly able to see at least a nicely portrayed version of what different elements of the summit might be. You might be able to change the post, for example, on the link tree to speaking about the breakout rooms, to speaking about the speakers, to speaking about the various different pockets, which might be content that comes up on your Patreon. And as these different things change, people can choose exactly what it wants, but the fund redirects to the exact same place.
Yeah. And I guess I can even probably make a collection for it.
There you go.
Group it all together.
Yeah, and that's great for your SEO, but also it brings back proof of not so much proof of concept, but it will just showcase people of the different things in relation to the summit, because the summit's a big thing.
Yeah.
So there's going to be so much stuff in there to digest, and people might not know where they are going to get the most benefit. So by using Patreon as a sort of a filter essentially to showcase the various different parts of the summit, which people might be more relatable to. Then you can ideally have them lock into there, know exactly, allow them to know that, like, yeah, this is what I'm going to benefit from. I might as well go into the summit.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I guess my one question that I have is, how do you feel like then I balance the community now, the launch with this, right? Because I feel like both of these now, I need to like.
So I think the number one thing is with your patron now and with the community now, one thing that they will be wanting is a lot of content and such. So actually having the summit or content around the summit being involved actually helps half your work, because there isn't the need to address all the pain points all at the same time. You're able to actually split that across. You actually double the amount of content that you put down. I would say have it half and half.
Yeah.
You want to at least get maybe 2 posts a week, even if they're short posts. I think too wild. And remember as well, with the summit, you don't have to do anything too crazy compared to the other type of content that Patreon might be delivering for the community. Because remember, the post about the summit is just meant to be a funnel. It's just meant to be brief, give a quick explanation and funnel people through to where they are. So I would say, in terms of balancing what the launch and what the community is doing and so forth, do it about 60-40 in terms of like a ratio split between community content and summit content.
Yeah, that's pretty high, isn't it? Almost half. But I think, you know what? It's true. It will end up making it easier to have more cool stuff on there.
And then also alongside that, with the collections as well, for anyone that does join the Patreon community that has direct interest in the summit, will be able to find everything that they need straight away.
Yeah.
Without having to get too much.
Yeah, no, I like that. And I think now internally it makes me feel like less anxious about it, because like it's not like 2 big things. So how can I basically utilize both?
Yeah.
All right, no, thank you. To be fair, I was gonna see if the ladies had any questions, anything that came up with the discussion, anything just in general, anything branding, marketing for the Project Management Summit.
Hi everyone, by the way. Sorry we've been just talking, not
Right.
saying anything.
Hi.
Hey Amanda, how's it going?
All the marketing stuff, isn't it? I guess from your perspective, you already shared how you feel like we can address it, right? I think it's obviously consistency with it. What really worked well when he did his AI summit was essentially he had like even moderators on the day to like introduce those different speakers. So it was like fun. It was fun from different perspectives. The biggest problem that he had was time management with his.
I would say the one thing to really consider is, number one, this is new. So this is not something that has happened before. Of course, if you're doing like a recurring event or a recurring project that just gets applied in different places, for example, franchises, right? When franchises are going to different places, the foundation is the same, the skeleton is the same. It's just that they're situational, dependent on their location. But in comparison to that, this is completely new. This is completely fresh for you guys. And I would say take it with a pinch of salt, because this is the one that you're going to probably learn the most from. There's a lot of things that will probably come up that you're not fair with. In regards to time management, I always say with events, mitigate at least 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes between each
section.
Yeah, between each section. So give yourself a buffer, even if it's for questions. Questions are like pockets for questions just allow you to either finish everything early, or work within a time frame, work with a limited number of questions, and then drive a even further funnel for further questions to be asked later on.
Voila. Yeah.
And then in regards to getting this out, number one is something new for not just for the people that might be coming in from outside of the community, but for those in the community as well. So it's understanding that, number one, you have a pocket of people with interest anyway, because being in the community, this is something that will benefit them in the first place. So you already know how that you might address them, what you might showcase to them. It's now understanding the language from the outside and seeing what of it is of interest as such. And what you could possibly do is, for example, we say in marketing, in order to bet yourself during the lead up towards an event, you'll conduct a fair amount of social engineering. So I'll give myself, for example, right? When I do my stuff on TikTok, a lot of it is actually social engineering in order for me to find out the pain points of different people. Do you want to know what social engineering is?
Please translate.
So, for example, I had a lot of people that used to come into my life that would never explain people what they do. I need to know what they do. I need to know exactly what it is that you're doing, what you might be looking for, what type of music that you're making, to know if I can actually accommodate to such. So a nice little prompt would be, one prompt that I would do is I will tell them exactly what I do, and then there will be a sticker saying, what do you do? And all that is there to do. It's not so much to drive a conversation, but it's to prompt people to give me information. The same thing of if I did another one, I did a live to convince 10 people. For 10 people, well, no, I was going to buy music from 10 people, and I needed people to convince me. That was there for me to understand what the people's general awareness on TikTok was in regards to people buying music, their ability to convince people, and then what can I do now to follow up in terms of provisioning a resource that can help them to do such.
Yeah, it's like research in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, so but it's masked as something else.
You're lying to the people. You're such a man, Nathaniel.
Well, it's not lying, it's just redirection.
Yeah, it's all about psychology, isn't it?
Yeah. So, for example, in this summit, you might have particular topics, right? And remember when we had our previous conversation, I was talking to you about CCQs. So you would maybe run your lives and you ask CCQ questions in order to see you or get make people be a bit more thought provocative, right? Thinking like, oh, why would I need to, like, not the fact that like the summit will do this, but in relation to the topics that the summit will go over, they'll be thinking like, oh, I haven't thought about this for a while, I haven't done this and that. Oh, actually, yeah, it's quite important, but where am I going to go to thing? Then you drop the funnel of, actually, we got some info on our Patreon straight away. Number one, you still haven't told them about the summit. So they're not feeling forced. They're not feeling that they're having to buy into something. Because when people feel like they have to buy into something, that's when we put up a wall. That's when they put up a buffer and be like, oh, actually, I don't want to spend my money.
Yeah.
And all of that. But
it's people's money.
Yeah. Instead, we're saying, do not go to this place. And this is where you're going to find the information that you've just told me that you need.
Yeah.
And then when they see that, you know, you got that and then some, and it's available for such, and actually you're going to be surrounded by X amount of people, then it makes, number one, people feel like they're within a community space because they're aware that other people are going to be there. Two, they're not the only one with this question. Three, that question and more is going to be answered. So now it doesn't look like I'm buying into something. It looks like something that's going to be worthwhile to me.
Yeah. And that's why as well I'm encouraging. Till now, people actually keep sending me individual questions, and I'm like, and even actually today, added people to the community, and I'm like, oh no, like we need to get out of this mood now that we add people here or you message me. Like everything should go Patreon, you know, like all the questions and stuff, because then it allows people to see each other's questions.
Exactly. Like now, for example, certain people ask me questions like, "Oh, what's the best advice? Can you do this?" Actually, our Patreon's got all the details you need, and we've actually broken it down bit by bit so you can refer to it. I mean, it's free to join, my bro. Just go there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, really? And then boom.
Yeah, and it makes it easier, so I don't have to constantly repeat the same stuff. That's one thing I'm excited about. So like not having to repeat the same stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess, is there any questions you have for me that you think I should take away and think about?
I've got a couple actually. So number one will be because you're going to be showcasing this to a lot of different people, and especially you're going to have like probably hundreds of people come through, just like the 3 5 week course, right? Have you thought of your bite-sized way of explaining the summit?
Probably not.
So that's one thing I would say, because you're going to have to regurgitate this stuff again and again and again, and eventually it's going to be exhausting. But you want something nice and quick, and then being able to pan to such. So I think at the beginning, before you have any content or anything ready, just think of how you would explain the summit in 2 to 3 lines and where people can find the info. So yeah, bite size, what it is, and where to find it. And then to follow from there, I would say, have you thought of your first few bits of content
For the summit? To be fair, Abdul started basically doing like speaker releases, if that makes sense, on LinkedIn, because I guess that's exciting, isn't it?
about
fair,
this?
yeah, and to be fair, even for the community, all I really need to go is actually just have a look at a lot of the posts that he posted, because he's already been posted on LinkedIn quite a bit about it. I just need to revisit, and it's actually true. So I'm thinking, don't start with that, but start with like maybe like a hi, I'm Palto. Like, you know, let's introduce ourselves to each other on Project Takeover, and then maybe then go into like, oh, actually, one of the most coolest projects that we're working on currently and with the work experience team is do.
Okay, that's actually good, because you hit a lot of a lot of different topics, because you actually show the community, the summit, and the work experience all in one. One recommendation I would say as well is for the Patreon. I would recommend showcasing content around the work experience as well, because it's technically integrated into the summit as well. People that have experience regarding that, it helps showcase an actual like a live project that's going now. So as much as people are aware that like, oh, you know, this work experience is viable, and actually I can see the real work of it, or where the fruits of this labor is coming from in real time. Well, at the same time. So yeah, it's a nice little live showcase, but helps improve the credibility of it as well at the same time.
Yeah. And obviously it's exciting, right? It's basically organic content, and that's basically what I should have done with this platform. And I was even saying, actually, I was talking to my cousin today that, like, yes, the project went live, but the problem is that even in project management, it's not about just the live day. It's the stuff that you do beforehand, the excitement building, the sharing behind the scenes, and, you know, building up the momentum. And then it's the stuff after, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's one thing with this one that I wanna do well before, during, and after as well. So think basically of those, like, how can we catch, like, do you want to go and do a joint course with me and Abdul? And, you know, it's like how, like, have a strategy, not just for the event, but before and after as well.
I think one thing just to take in consideration is that, remember, you can integrate everything into each other. Like, they don't have to be like solely on their own. Yeah, you'll have a few bits of content that are solely on their own, but you can integrate. There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes it actually helps out because it will allow you to mediate between the two different audiences that you might have in one go.
Yeah, and I think that's my pickle right now. Everything is very rather than all working for me together.
I would say utilize your collections.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm actually gonna have to, and that's why I'm just so excited. I feel like Patreon brought like a lot of niceness into my life, into Project Takeover's life, and even actually to the point where I'm like, even anyone on work experience, I'm saying like, actually no, I'm gonna start posting all the stuff from work experience on there, like join on there to see like the stuff for the work experience team, you know.
Give me 1 second. G, what is your Canva email again?
G-I, do you know my last name? What's here?
Yeah, the last name.
Girsmanaite@gmail.com.
Is your full name as one or just G-I-E?
Just G.
Okay.
Golf India Romeo Tango, and then my entire last name at free number. Should I just send it to you at freegmail.com?
At Gmail.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you very much. There it is. All right, cool. I've just added you to the template, right? That I got. Cool. Yeah, you should receive an email. That allows you to add like viable pictures into your for your Canva post, and all you have to do is just go to elements, drag and drop the photo, and it will fit the picture.
For the let's see.
So it says Patreon post template.
Oh, hey, you made this email look good.
Yeah.
Jeez, this looks nice.
Yeah. So literally. Just
never mind. It's another Nathan.
I
thought. Wait. Hold up. I'm looking at the wrong email. Never mind. Another Nathan just literally sent me an email at the same time. So that's why I was like, what? So no, it hasn't come through yet, but that's so funny.
Well, yeah, I've sent that over to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. Is it G-I-E? You put G-I-R or G-I?
No, it's G, just letter G, then my last name.
Okay. All right then. Okay, yeah.
See, right. This is why I created G Takes Projects, because you see this commotion the old email gives for the Canva.
Well, you're on the Canva anyway. I sent it through.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, that will allow you to just do photos for your Patreon, because that's one thing that I did notice with your Patreon at the moment.
No picture.
No picture.
No, I even want my cousin to like illustrate everything and stuff, especially for the courses, to make them like more fun and visually appealing.
Yeah, and as it is right now, it pretty cool. But having the photos in will just be a little bit more visually attractive for each of the posts that you got. You can edit the post as well. So even the ones that you have on there, I would recommend just adding a few photos here and there, just so it adds to
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Is there any marketing questions you have for Nathaniel, Amanda? Is there any marketing pickles that you felt like the business case made you think of?
No, I don't know. Is it just me on the call? Or you're just picking on me?
You know, it's you. So you're picking on me. Excuse me. I call my friends. What? I call you my dog. What happened? Sorry, shush. You were dropped off.
Okay, no, I don't have any. I don't have any questions in regards to marketing. I think I'm different with the way how I'm going from step to step, and because this is new to me, like I haven't done project management, so this whole concept is new. So I'm just taking it all in at the moment. Even the marketing side to it, what Nathaniel, it sounds like gobbledygook to me because.
Yeah, and to be fair,
I did use a lot of big words today, I will say.
yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, that was the blessing of the first project, right? People was when we started working on the thing and it was like SEO, CRM, people was like, what? And now it's cute because in the chat, they're like, oh my God, guys, look, I found that SEO project manager job. And because they understand it now, it makes them feel like they can go for those jobs. So the cool thing is a lot of stuff that sounds Chinese does start translate into English at one point. But yeah, no, definitely. And technically, yeah, probably even like let's say a lot of the marketing things will probably kick off more in place in the next few weeks. But even the session now, I'm thinking, because everyone's not doing anything. Actually, maybe that's one thing I could ask everyone in the work experience group to think, like, what do you think after doing these business cases? Why should people join? That 1-2 sentence, why should people join, right? And then start sharing maybe how has those first few weeks of working on this project been? Are you excited? Like, are you excited working on it? Like, hey guys, we're working on this. Like, this is some behind the scenes. We're putting it all together. So maybe I'll ask everyone to like do a little reflection on how they've been. Well, hopefully people are starting to get excited about the project. And then if they're excited, automatically people that want to attend is excited, ain't they?
Yeah, absolutely. My only thing is, obviously, although there were people that's obviously been involved with the business case, I think also for this to be a success, those people need to also continue till the end because we've been involved with, well, not even for it to be a success. I think it will be a success anyway, but I think additional that little oomph, because we all have social media, we all have different networks, we all have different colleagues or people that we work with. I think it would be good to, like Nathaniel was saying, obviously putting in those weekly meetings, but at a time that we know that people can make it, because I know definitely only I know I can make it because obviously I've done my school run or whatever, but I know people are still probably working. Because I know definitely 5 o'clock. I know a couple of people are still at work and whatever, so probably at time. So would we still have the Saturday?
Yeah, so the Saturday will continue. The Saturday now continues till
Okay.
I got you guys on Saturday till May. We might change the time, depending how I'm not too sure what to do with Project One and stuff. Because we particularly didn't launch the website, so I'm just need to find out what's going on. So if anything, we might change the time. If I don't, because usually I have 11 a.m.s with Project One. So if Project One is not there, it'll be at 11 a.m. But for now, it will stay at 12 for Saturday. And then the expectation basically is that when you are in your teams, you align throughout the week with the team. And Saturday becomes like a status update, and you fill out basically like a status report. What did you work on? What did you achieve? Have you got any blockers? Is there any risk to raise? And what are you going to be focusing for the next week? And every 2 weeks, the project manager is going to rotate as well. So that way it basically allows you to, well, it was funny actually. At one point, we struggled to find people who want to take accountability to be project managers because they end up being scared. So it was interesting that some of the work experience was actually even just pushing people to be like, nah, like, come on, like, take accountability, So yeah, so that's how we'll be basically going. So you'll do another task for the requirements gathering in your teams, and we basically do the plans and separate. By the time the requirements gathering is there, we'll basically